iPhone 13 is arriving today for sure. So I'll be home all day here today with Daisy May, and we are going to sing a song by Nelson in a few minutes together. We've been practicing it all morning. I got my voice back. I never really lost my voice. I'm a good singer, so that's one thing that we're going to do today. Then I'm going to discuss my itinerary, my flight plans. Of course, it all depends on the wind, which way the wind blows, which is not the song we're going to sing. But my itinerary basically is this. Today I will receive the iPhone 13. I have been fooling around with the online, on-screen drone program that you can fly the drone on the computer simulated drone flight. I got that pretty much well underway, and I feel comfortable with the controls. They're leaving a lot of comments. I'm not real sure. The hat, it's a good hat. You will like it. Thank you. Thank you. You're a new person here. I know you're about to troll me, but if you don't, that's okay too. So the iPhone 13 is arriving, and that's the one with the 6 1/8 inch screen. 6.125, 1/8 of an inch is 1.25 inches on the 100th scale. And that phone was supposed to be delivered on the 1st to the 3rd, then the 3rd to the 5th, then the 5th to the 10th, then the 7th to the 11th, and today is, the 8th, right? So that'll give me this afternoon to program the phone to the drone, which is what needs to be done. That's an interesting thing in and of itself, because the iPhone 13 is the only phone that works with the Air 2S, Mavic Air 2S. So once I get that programmed, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it out. I'm going to fly it today. If the phone comes before 5 o'clock, it'll take an hour or so to program it, set it up, and then I want to top off the batteries. But then tomorrow, I have a perfect launch site right here from my house. I can just go up on the roof, and I'll be able to go out anywhere on the beach that I want with the drone. So tomorrow would be Tuesday. Wednesday, I'm going to practice. So if I feel comfortable enough with the drone, then Thursday, Daisy and I are going to jump on a boat, and we're going to go to Cebu, because there's something I want to do in Cebu. There's a few things I want to do in Cebu. And then I will be in Cebu on probably, most likely Thursday, pretty sure by Friday. And then that allows us to go disco dancing with the Big E. He's offered to take us out on Saturday night. So those things are probable. They're not definite, because of course we can have a typhoon or a cyclone, but shy of having a major meteorological disaster weather-wise. We will be in Cebu Thursday or Friday, and anybody that wants to meet us will send us a message, and Daisy and I will be happy to meet you guys, even possibly with the Big E. If we do go to Cebu, Big E has promised us the night out on a town, and we're going to take him up on that offer, and then we could all meet at a discotheque. Not that I can dance, because I can't dance. I got the 2 left feet. But it would be interesting to do that again after 30 years of not being in a discotheque. After 30 years of not being in a bar, actually. The last time I was in a bar, I worked in a bar in 2001, 2002, 2003. I checked identification, because in the Florida Keys, it's just basically ID checks. And so what is that? 2003, 2012, 20 years ago was the last time and that was Coconuts Bar and Grill, and it was a discotheque bar and grill restaurant right on the water, a beautiful place in Key Largo. And then when I stopped working there, I don't think I ever went to another bar after that. It just doesn't interest me. I only went in that bar because I worked there. Prior to that, I hadn't been in a bar in 10 years. But I'm not much into bars. So basically, it would be the first time I'd be in a bar in 30 years that I wasn't working in the bar itself. So it might be fun. It might not be fun. I'm not real sure about that. I'm not much into that loud music stuff, but we'll see what happens. Now, I'm going to go to my channel. I'm going to check the comments because I see that there are people commenting. Let's get that underway here. We have Alvin's Alt. I like that hat. It's going to be my drone hat, Alvin's Alt. It's going to be my flight hat. I will be taking off. John Travolta, eat your heart out, baby. That's right. Bob C's channel, thank you. So the phone's on its way. Yes, sir. I will show it to you that you are, because a lot of people don't believe. A lot of people don't believe that I bought a drone and I'm going to use it to drone Panglao, Lower Cebu, Upper Cebu, the surrounding islands of Bohol, and eventually work our way, Daisy and I, to Palawan. If we have time. Daisy has some things that have to get accomplished. So if we have time, that's the plan. This week, it's practice. And then we'll get rid of the trolls. You know what I forgot to do? So I have to get this, the troll machine. Just give me a moment, please. I have mail from a friend of mine, and practice. So let's go back here. I got to find an email that was sent to me about a certain blogger. I have people are sending me stuff left and right. Oh my God. It's hard to believe that somebody's pumping out 8 or 10 videos a day and then they want me to watch those videos. I don't have time for that nonsense. But, and some of I got one. Ooh, the diatribe in that one video I got. Oh God. Oh, he's, woof, poor Barry. I gotta tell you. Barry didn't stand a chance if this guy's wishes come true. The angst, the anger. The angst and the anger is amazing coming from one of the bloggers in the Philippines genre. He thinks he's in the Philippine genre. He's not much of a Italian brawler. He thinks he's in the Philippine genre because it's his mental capacity does not have the ability to make him understand that everybody is trolling him. They're trolling him in ways that he can't comprehend. But he believes he's in the Philippine genre and he's going to be, one day he's going to get his channel monetized and people are going to send him super chat and all of a sudden people are going to fall in love with him. I don't think so. So let me see what we got here. We got Alvin's Alt. I have an iPhone 13. You will like it. Alvin's Alt is a new person. He could be a drone operator, and he could be a troll. We don't know that yet. Bob sees. So the phone is on its way. So let me show you that mail, that the phone is on its way, because this same blogger, the one with the angst and the anger, he does not believe I spent $2,400 on a drone and a phone. I don't know why, but I did, and I did it for a very specific reason. Of course, the reason is to blog the Philippines. And without a drone, I cannot drone the Philippines from up on high. So let's get this turned around here. So Wait, let's turn it around one more time. I got to get this part up here. Okay. I could do that like that. Okay. Oh, okay, I could do this. So here is the mail. Yep. Let's see that the phone is coming. It doesn't say phone though, but it's coming. That's the. Let's see if we can get the date. Yeah, there we go. We got the date right there. Okay, the date is right there at the top right-hand corner. Oh, we don't want that. Boy, this thing is complicated here. Okay. I don't really care if someone knows my email. You hold it just like that, honey. Thanks. Okay, so there's the date, August 8th. On the top right over here, the phone. This is for the phone. And tomorrow, I will show you the phone. Okay. Wait. Okay, now, if everything goes right, okay, that's it. Thanks, Stacy. If everything goes right and the drone comes and it works, tomorrow we will christen the drone with the yellow paint. That's a fact, Jack. The drone is already, it's gray. It's an ugly gray. We got to get back to being yellow. Yellow because everybody knows that God's color, the color of God is yellow. The sun is yellow, and the flowers, Miss Daisy, the daisies are white and yellow. Yellow is the color. Yellow is mellow. That makes me mellow, yellow. And that fella that believes he's going to be like a #1 blogger in the Philippines, well, Mr. Barry J already clued us in on what's going to happen with him. Nothing. He's never going to get his channel monetized, according to Barry J. He's never going to get any super chat. That's pretty much the truth. The Barry J, sometimes he comes up with some big insights, and big numbers. Barry thinks big. There's no doubt about Barry thinking big. And got to give Barry a lot of credit for his last 24 hours of blogs. He's come up with a lot of really interesting material. So we give Barry 2 thumbs up for his blogs yesterday, not succumbing to the evils of the YouTube genre. Barry, I tell you what, man, he's an independent thinker. I did not believe that was going to be possible, but he has refrained from being manipulated. Unless, of course, the price is right. Got to give him credit for that, too. He put a number on something where even I wouldn't blame him if he went ahead for that number. So if you can do it, Barry, have at it, buddy, because you are the man. What you said yesterday in your blog, that was amazing. Yeah, Barry J. Meet Barry J. You got to go over there and see his videos. He has been one non-pliable YouTube blogger. He has his own mind. He knows who he's talking about, what he's talking about. 24 hours, last 24. He's completely in the swing of things mentally. Barry J, I give him for the last one. Barry J, 2 thumbs up yesterday and last night, Barry. You're the man. Not allowing yourself to be manipulated, and if you're going to allow yourself to be manipulated, the price that you put on was a good price. That was funny as all get out. I got to tell you, if you're going to be manipulated, you may as well get paid to be manipulated. So let's go back to the comments. That was funny as all get out. Well, let's see, where are we here? Nilsson, not yet. Where's my page here? I have to find this. Oh yeah, here we are, right here. Okay, so message deleted. Darren's Reap. Let's see what that said. Okay, that was trolling. Thank you. Somebody removed that message. Thank you. I wonder if it is the only phone that works with the, yes, Alvin's all for the Mavic Air 2S, the Mavic Air 2, and the Mavic Mini 2. The only phone that works, to answer your question, is the iPhone 13. Bantai and Brawler, clear the dance floor. Michael and Daisy are on the way. Thank you. Yeah, Bantai and Brawler, thank you. We're in Alpha. We're in Alpha, Bantai and Brawler. We're getting ready to program the phone to the drone, and we're getting ready to do our pre-flight in Alpha, and we're getting ready to move in onto the runway. And we're going to go from the runway, of course, there's V1, and then V2, and we're in Cebu. V2 is Cebu, baby. John Travolta, eat your heart out. Bob C's channel, thank you. So I showed you the mail, yes? You need a virtual handshake. We're going to get a virtual handshake. That's going to happen. That was promised. And that virtual handshake, I expect that gentleman that offered the virtual handshake, and I use that virtual handshake terminology loosely, I expect that virtual handshake will be given. And I expect it probably sometime by Friday afternoon, Saturday morning. Because I don't expect, I have the extended life batteries for this drone. It'll give me 43 minutes of flight time with one battery and 38 minutes of flight time with another battery. And I'll be able to reconnoiter several square miles. And we already know what we're looking for. We have, thanks to an infamous blogger on YouTube, he showed us the window treatment. So the drone will just fly up and down every block in the city of Cebu and look for a certain window treatment, and it can't be all that hard. It can't be all that hard. There's only, how long is Cebu? 80 miles long and 7 miles wide. That's 560 square miles. Shouldn't take more than a couple hours. With this drone, I'll put it on the sport mode, of course. Thanks very much, Bentani Brawler, for the virtual handshake. Flying Circus, I got a new camera. It's finger over the lens model. I got a new camera. I'm going to blog the Philippines from my bedroom with my finger over the lens, says Flying Circus. I got a new camera. Canoe in the Philippines. Yellow, baby. Yellow is the color of the day. And, of course, it's not just yellow, it's art yellow. It's art and it's yellow, baby. Red Horse Adventures. I'd suggest getting a cover that blocks the sun when you're using the phone with the drone. I have one, and it makes a difference in visibility. Yes, okay, Red Horse Adventure. Thanks for stopping. I understand that if I go to Cebu, you're not far away. Maybe we'll get together. The Red Horse Adventure said to get a shield. It's a rubber shield. It covers. It's like an umbrella. It's like an umbrella for the phone. It blocks the sun. However, I want to make sure the phone works. I want to make sure the drone works before I start buying filters. The one thing I didn't buy yet, and I didn't spray the drone yet, although I was tempted to. And I want to make sure the phone works before I start getting the cover, because if the phone doesn't work, it's got to go back. I got to get another phone. I already have close to 35 and 12, 47,000 pesos on my credit card of items that went back to Lazada this month that were wrong or something I didn't want. So before I get the cover, is a great idea. It's on a list. Thank you, Red Horse Adventures. Alvin's All. Will you really paint the drone? Yes, I will. Yes, I will paint it yellow. And I'll tell you why. If you look up in the sky in the Philippines, mostly it's clouds, gray clouds, and the drone is gray. So it's like camouflage. Yellow is a sky color, and gray on gray is almost impossible to see. That's why they paint battleships gray, because you have the gray background of the air, the atmosphere, and the ocean. is like a greenish gray. Yes, I will paint the drone yellow. Absolutely. Canoe in the Philippines. That fella is a failure at everything. Just looked at all the famous pics. Well, the outhouses are clean. Most successful thing he has ever done. I don't watch much of his stuff. It gives me a heartburn, actually, to watch his stuff. I have people telling me what he did, but me watching his stuff all day. First of all, honey, come over here for a minute. Come over here. Come. First of all, I have a guest here. Her name is Miss Daisy May. She don't want to hear that garbage, and she calls it Sabah, Sabah, Sabah. So this is the lovely Miss Daisy May. She's going to be my co-pilot. Yeah, I'm going to teach her how to be a drone pilot. Yeah, and so Miss Daisy May is here, and we have, okay, so we have business to attend to while Daisy May is here, and we have personal stuff, and we have some vacation stuff, and we have some traveling agendas with Miss Daisy May, and also we have some singing to do shortly. Are you ready for that yet or not yet?
Did we practice?
Do we need practice? Come on, babe. You heard me sing. You know I'm ready.
Okay.
All right. We'll give it. Daisy, would you like to say hello?
Hello, everyone.
From
DCME.
and
Michael Fazio.
in the Philippines, baby. So for those of you, there were a lot of detractors out there that said Daisy would never come back. She's back. Now, do you understand when I say something, I mean it? Do you not understand when I explain? You know, there's a guy out there, the angry one. I told him something last year. I meant every word of it. I said I would only say it one time. And I only said it one time. I know he heard it. Take my word for it. Take my word for what I said, that I said I would only say it one time. I'm not like the rest of these people. I don't have to repeat it every day. What I said would happen is going to happen. So, if you remember what I said, I'll give you 2 thumbs up for your memory. And if you don't remember what I said, well, I would say within the next 90 days, what I said will happen. But you won't know what I said would happen because if you don't remember what I said would happen, you wouldn't remember what I said was going to happen. Just take my word that what I said was going to happen is going to happen. And that's all I got to say about that. I told you I'd only say it once. I said it one time. And I meant it. So, to the angry one, if you have a good memory, there's a song by the guess who. Get ready. Get ready, baby. Get ready. The drone. We're about ready to start flying the drone. We're getting ready to fly the drone. So, let's see. Canoe in the Philippines. Red Horse, okay. Air assault. Red Horse, air assault. Right, I got to get the drop clip. It's an automatic clip. You can press it if you go fishing, or if you want to pick up a sandwich, it'll pick up a sandwich. Yeah, it won't carry that much weight, maybe a half a pound. Okay, not a buy me a house price though. Ha ha ha. Okay. I'm not sure. I might have missed the comment. Sorry, Flying Circus. Daisy should fly the drone and Mr. Fazio should stand next to the houses. Baby, the drone that I ordered has a tracking mechanism. So I can put the drone on me and walk up and down a block, or I can put it on a car and it will follow the car up to 23 miles an hour, or I could put it on, if there was somebody riding a horse, what you do is it's a green box. You put the green box around a guy walking a dog, or maybe a couple of people a horseback riding, you specific one box, and you set the camera on green, and you push a go button, and that's the object that it follows. Could be a guy on a skateboard, could be somebody walking a dog, could be somebody driving a car, could even be a boat or a skier in the snow, could be any object. And my phone, my drone.
What year you were born? This one?
Okay, 1 minute. What is the name of me?
No, year. Is that right?
Five. So my drone has tracking. So I can put it on me and it will track me wherever I go. The floor outside, the floor with the little step in it, oh yeah. All right, so I got my room booked and ready for the virtual happy ending handshake. Flying circuses could be in the Philippines. Could be that the Flying Circus and Michael Fazio will make a guest appearance. That's very possible, you know. Now, I'm not saying it's for sure, but it is possible. Looking forward to the videos. Flying Circus retracted that comment. I don't know what it was, but it was probably good. Canoe in the Philippines. The double handshake. No doubt there was a double squeeze when those two entities met last night. No doubt there was a double squeeze handshake. And not a lot of people know what that means, but they do. I'm sure about that. I wonder if the drone can't carry the DOD. So, so now, imagine that. Imagine doing video of the drone carrying the Department of Defense on its back. E.T. drone home, baby. So, Daisy, are we ready? We're going to sing?
You're going to play over there? So
We could. You have the words, yeah? Or should I find the words on the screen? We have a song we want to sing. It's a love song. Me and Daisy are going to sing a love song. I've been practicing. I remember a lot of the words from a long time ago, and those are the only words that matter, the ones I remember. Can you find the words on there?
Okay.
My voice, a little bit, I tuned it up this morning, my voice. We have to get a song that says...
Who's the singer?
What, honey?
Who's the singer? Air Supply?
Harry Nilsson. Nilson. Can't live if living is without you. I am, that part of the song, I got it down. The smoothness in my voice. You guys are going to, when I sing, when I am really into singing the song, my voice mellows out. And when I'm on the stage singing, the few guest appearances that I make, people throw money at me. That's right, they throw money at me. Put the fedora on, number 42. You know what 42 means, right? 42? 42 means the movie 42. Did you see that movie? Okay, are we ready?
You need to put the music on?
You want me to put I could put, Yeah, I put the music on. Hold on.
Just mute or...
Yeah, you put the music on, yeah.
This one?
I
don't know that. That's wrong.
Is that the wrong one? I was ready too. You guys, the anticipation must be killing you guys.
Supposed to be...
Harry Nilsson. Nilson. Without you. Harry, that's the one right there. That's it.
Yeah, but before.
Okay.
It's okay, but the words.
Dun, 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 dun.
No,
So I can't forget this evening, oh, your face as you were leaving. But I guess that's just the way the story goes. You always smile, but in your eyes your sorrow shows. Yes, it shows. No, I can't forget tomorrow when I think of all my sorrow. And I had you there, but then I let you go. And now it's only fair that I should let you know what you should know. I can't live if living is without you. I can't give. I can't give anymore. I can't live if living is without you. I can't give if living anymore. Well, I can't forget this evening as your face as you were leaving. But I guess that's just the way the story goes. You always smile the way your eyes still sorrow shows. Yes, it shows.
You need to finish this?
What?
You need to finish this?
Oh, yeah. I can't live if living is without you. I can't give.
Live.
I can't give anymore. I can't live if living is without you. I can't live. I can't give anymore. You know, it's old Bakakun, Bakakun Ka, and Bakakun Ko, baby, because we need to get on with the show. Salamat, the Miss Daisy May. And you want to sing another song? You want me to sing another song? You guys want me to sing? You like that? Yeah, that's why the people throw money at me when I get up on the stage and sing. Yo, get him out of here. Get him off the stage. Here, here's $10 to get him off the stage. You want to sing?
You.
You?
Yes.
Me? Okay. She wants me to sing again. She loves me. Oh, yeah, baby. Okay, let's see.
How am I supposed to live?
How am I supposed to live without you? Okay, Michael Bolton. Oof, Michael Bolton, I remember him. How am I supposed to live without you? I'll sing normal one.
You know that?
Oh, yeah, it's one of my favorite songs.
I don't know this.
That and Animals. 3 different ones from Pink Floyd. Same thing.
The title is familiar.
I could hardly believe it when I heard the news today.
Okay.
I had to come and get it straight from you. They said you were leaving. Someone swept your heart away. From the look upon your face, I can see it's true. So tell me all about it.
Tell me about the plans
You're making. Oh, then tell me
one thing more
before I go. Humping Permy Daisy May.
Tell me
How am I supposed to live without you? Now that I've been loving you so long.
It's too high.
How am I supposed to live without you? And how am I supposed to carry on?
In
all that I've been living for is gone.
It's nice, yeah?
Oh, yeah, babe. Oh, yeah. I'm too proud for crying, didn't come here to break down. It's just a dream of mine is coming to an end. Yeah, baby. That's true. And how can I blame you when I built the world around you, Daisy May?
My world. I hope that one day will be so much more than friends.
Oh, I wish, how I wish. I don't want to know the price I'm gonna pay for dreaming. Oh, even now it's more than I can take. Tell me, how am I supposed to live without you? Now that I've been loving you so long, how am I supposed to live without you? And how am I supposed to carry on when all that I've been living for is gone?
Mana,
Humana. Well, not. No more.
the concert.
Finished. The concert is over. And again, all bakakun ka and bakakun ko, you know, life is an illusion. Or like a dream, miraculously projected. That's true. So let me go back to the comments. Coins on a boat. Flying circus. Looking forward to the videos afterwards. That's true. Okay. Let's get back to the comments. They are throwing you money for trike money home. They want me to go home. Take your drone and go home with your drone. Soon you will understand what it means to own a drone and the beautiful things you can do with a drone. I was looking at Ken Heron, Kenheron. He's one of the first drone video makers that I met, not in the virtual world of YouTube. And Ken Heron, he's got 180,000 subscribers. He is one of the funniest. He crashes drones every day just for the heck of it. He races them around old racetracks. He sends them through bleachers at 35, 40 miles an hour. He's one funny dude. So he did a 808-foot tower that they radio transmitter tower, and the drone went up to the top. I think that is so cool to be able to go, like I can sit here and the Bellevue is 1,800 feet away, and I could send the drone down to the Bellevue to see what's going on the beach. This drone with the extended battery, I think I ordered the extended. I ordered the extended. I don't, ordering batteries on Lazada. Anyway, I ordered one. I sent it back. Theoretically, they're supposed to send me back one to replace it. But I ordered another one, a regular. But either way, I got enough battery. My battery, the one in the drone that's in there now, will go 4.5 miles from this house and then come back and still have 16% of battery. So it can go 8 kilometers, 8.5 kilometers. So I think that is so cool. I mean, you could send the drone, I could send it out to the reef to see if, what I could see. I could send it down to the Bellevue, to the reef behind the Bellevue. If there was a swimming race, I could, at the decathlon, I could drone over the whole swim race, for 30 minutes of the swim. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's going to be a great hobby. The drone videos get a lot of views. They get, and not only that, but it's like it's a new thing to do. And being that you guys are going to pay for the drone, You've already given me $876 towards $2,450. We're one third away from the payment of the drone. Once I start flying, I'm sure the donations will come in, and somebody will be crying that they're giving me donations for a drone because I have a hobby, I have something that I'm doing outside of my domicile. Can you, on a sidetrack, can you imagine moving to a Galapagos island, the Galapagos Islands, where they have all that beautiful wildlife, and then sitting in a room blogging the Galapagos Islands? No, you couldn't see that. But the Philippines is the Galapagos Islands in a tropical environment. Imagine traveling 7,000 miles and then buying a new phone and then never leaving the confines of your domicile. It's hard to believe that anybody would believe that that's life. It's just hard to believe that that's when his or their or they are not experiencing life itself. You know, yesterday I did something that most people wouldn't do, and for me it was an adventure at a quarter to 5 in the morning. At a quarter to 5. Now you guys would say that's not a normal thing that I did, but I did it. At a quarter to 5 in the morning, I woke up and I went out to check our water barrel, which had no water in it. That was 8 days. Yesterday was 8 days. We haven't had even 1 ounce of water come out of any water pipe for 200 or 300 feet radius from around my house. I don't know past that because I haven't been up that far, up the block, in 3 houses up the block. Nobody has water. 8 days. So I set up a rain barrel at the Stanley house. I helped them put a splash guard on. The water went into the rain barrel. So at a quarter to 5 in the morning, I said, you know what, that barrel is full because it was raining a little bit at that time, but pouring all night. So the barrel fills up from a torrential downpour in 5 minutes. So I said, if I go get the water now, because I need 30 gallons of water for the next 2 days, I'll empty half the barrel out, but it'll rain again. It's raining now. At a quarter to 5, I leave the house. I go next door with my buckets, two 4-gallon buckets. I come. I no sooner do I open up the gate, and the rain, the skies opened up. Cold rain. Not a drizzle. We're talking about a cold rain. It was so exhilarating that it got me to work faster and harder. So I ran over to the tank, to the rain barrel. I filled up my buckets. I went back and forth 7 times. I filled up the toilet bowl. I filled up the sink bucket. I filled up the 3 5-gallon flush buckets, 2 5-gallon bottles, and 1 17-gallon pail of water. In pouring, we're talking about that it couldn't even see 100 feet in the rain. I thought that was exhilarating. That's me. And I was the only person out. Usually there's people walking around at 5:30 in the morning, but they don't like rain. Filipinos don't. But most people wouldn't do that. Okay, I can understand most people wouldn't do that because they're not used to working outside. They're narrowbacks, and we're dock builders. Dock builders work outside. Narrowbacks work, at computer terminals, and they sort orders in warehouses and things like that. But real men do real stuff outside. Now, in my dock builders union, I was a dock builder for most of my life, but not in the union per se, for a short stint. We worked outside. My barge and crane, we worked in the rain. We worked outside with the backhoe. We worked outside with the bobcat. It was cool. Now, in the winter, we worked outside in the snow. And in the rain, we worked outside in the rain until the foreman used to say, Augie used to say, we work until we can hear the raindrops pass our ears. till the raindrops are big enough so that we can hear them pass our ears. That's what real men do. And that's what I did yesterday, and it felt good. I don't sit in the house, put my finger over the phone, and do blah, blah, blah all day. Now, you guys that come to the Philippines and spend the duration of your life in a bar, playing pool, in an alcohol-based environment, you could have did that anywhere in the world. I don't see it as fun. So I'm going to go back to the comments, because there are people that have things to say. Wow, sing it, babe. Oh, we were singing, can we? Her reaction is precious, Flying. So I didn't see her reaction. She knows. I sing like that to her all the time, Daisy May. I'll wake her up in the middle of the night singing some stupid song, because they're all stupid love songs. But it's fun. If you're going to be in the house, this is what you should vlog. Thanks, Flying Sir. Yeah, something fun, something to do. Daisy, what does this mean? Kanan.ba ug tingog.
Tingog. We have nice voice.
Oh, I have a nice voice? Salamat. Okay, thank you. Spanky, wala problems. Spanky, walang problema. I see you keep your balls in a container up on the shelf behind you. I imagine it's good to get a rest from the weight once in a while. Wait. Those balls are extra balls. Not only do I have balls on the shelf, but I have extra mothballs because this is the mothball season. Thanks for stopping by, Spanky. No problema. Salamat. So, let's see what else I wanted to talk about. Thank you very much, Spanky. I had a great, I had a great conversation with you. You know, I had a conversation with Spanky 2 days ago. And he and I explained something that's going on, and he and I both had the same idea on the topic. Identical, as if we had one train of thought, one mindset. And it was pretty cool to talk. Most of the friends that I have on YouTube think like that. The drone should be named Alpha Male 1. No, Sky King 1. Sky King 1, because I'm going to start a new channel. Sky King 1. AM 1, says Flying Circus. AM 1 is a good one. Alpha Male 1, no. Sky King 1. And you guys are in for a rude awakening one day when I am allowed to talk about what's going on. You guys are in for a rude awakening. All you trolls out there. First of all, the people that troll me, that's why you're blocked. Nobody gets to troll my channel. But when I do get permission to talk about what's really going on, you're going to be surprised at the truth. Right now, you're not getting much truth on YouTube. I'm telling you, you can believe what you want. Now, you already know that there's one guy that's never told you the truth about anything, ever. Not a thing. Oh, he makes it up as he goes along. And it changes from day to day, and it also changes from hour to hour. Oh, talking about hour to hour, I gotta take my meds. Takes just like when you take like a pain pill, medicine, and the pain kicks in, the pain pills kick in, the pain appears, the pain disappears. Well, there's bloggers out there that have the same type of I don't know what you call it, mindset, mental changes in their mental acuity and what's possible, what's not possible inside their head, depending on if you take pain medication, if you're taking like this is ibuprofen, 400 milligrams. Right now, if I had a headache or I was a little bit fatigued and I had sunburn, I take 2 of these, and the medicine kicks in, and then I don't feel the sunburn. I feel energetic again. Well, medicine is the same way. It works the same way. And there are so many people out there in the world that take medicines, and it changes their mindset from minute to minute, hour to hour, day to day. It's an amazing thing, medicine. It's a good thing too, yeah? Big E. Big E had a show on medicine last week and described the benefits of medicines and the benefits of certain said pharmaceuticals and how well certain said pharmaceuticals worked. But, and here is the big disclaimer, certain pharmaceutical drugs like ibuprofen are only supposed to be taken for a certain amount of time. And then after that, they cause adverse effects to your liver and your heart and your kidneys. Now, I'm taking coamoxiclav 625 and clindamycin. Clindamycin, 500 milligrams of clindamycin. This medicine can be taken for, I got it in this dosage, 3 coamoxiclav 625s a day and 4 clindamycins a day. This dosage I can take for 14 days. After that, I have to change medicines. Because medicine, according to the manufacturer, is only supposed to be taken for a certain amount of days or weeks. Some medicines you can take for 6 weeks. Certain mind-altering medicines, the maximum time you're supposed to take any one of the medicines that Big E was talking about on his show last week is 6 weeks. After that, they become ineffective in that you need more and more in order to have the same calming effect. Well, the doctors in America are prescribing medicines to patients and then refilling the prescriptions endlessly so they get a doctor's visit, money for a doctor's visit. But the manufacturers of the medicine say you're only supposed to take it for 6 weeks or it has adverse effects. It even can change your psyche, the way you think. Not what you think, but the way you think. Because the medicine alters your brain chemistry. So you don't understand that when you're taking medicine, you have to, Daisy, my assistant, Daisy May, Polly Hoag, Daisy, will you please get the pot? Get the pot, baby. We're going to bang a pot. So the medicines are only to be taken for a certain period of time. And then after that, it addles, ADDLS, addles your mind. Addle is like, it's like when you take an egg and you smash it up inside coddling. And it makes your mind not work right. That's true. Medicine will eventually affect the way you think, not how you think. Of course, how you think, but the way you think and why you think. And what you think you're thinking is good when what you're thinking is not good to think, because the medicine is making you think that you're thinking properly. And what's really happened is your thinking process has been addled, and in the chemistry, the chemicals, what they call the synapses between the dendrites, dendrites, the dendrites in your brain shoot off an electrical spark from one dendrite to the other. That's what causes thought. or a brain idea. The dendrites, the electrical synapses. The chemicals change that synapses, and the chemicals change the way the synapses occurs. It dulls them out. It doesn't allow them to be crisp, like a spark, like a lightning bolt. It just like a little, kind of like a 12-volt, short rather than a lightning bolt. Well, those chemicals, those mind-altering chemicals, cause the dendrites to be dulled. Thank you. I'll take a look at that in a minute. So, matter of fact, I can't look at it now because I'm on the phone that I would have to look. Well, you know what I could do? Hold on a minute. Louis Pagan Ponce, take my money, Fazio. You have to paint a mean face on the drone. Captain Fazio. Thank you. I'll take a look at that right now. I got Facebook open. Take my money, Fazio. You have to paint a mean face on the drone before it goes out in its maiden reconnaissance. Reconnoitering. Reconnoitering is the word I would use. We're going to reconnoiter the islands of the Philippines, baby. Thank you. Thank you very much. Louis Pagan Ponce is sending us on a mission. Louis Pagan Ponce has the idea. Roaming the Philippines, one street at a time. I'm sure we'll find what we are looking for, even if we have to go door to door. That's right, baby. And I know where to start. Thanks to... They basically gave us a go start last night. They basically gave us start here. Start right here. Start here, baby. Start here and work your way out. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'll be seeing you Thursday afternoon or Friday morning. Bzz, bzz. Ballers in the island of Panglao. We're gonna reconnoiter Panglao first, baby. Daisy, can we sing thank you to the Louis Pagan Ponce? Thank you, Louis Pagan Ponce. I will. You know what? I can paint an angry face with this red magic marker. Louis Pagan Ponce. Thank you. On the border. Oh yeah, they gave us half of where we should start in the Philippines just yesterday. They gave us half of what we need to know where to go. Salamat. Thank you very much. So, Louis, ready, honey?
1, 2, 3.
Thank you very much, Louis Pagan Ponce. Salamat from Michael Fazio.
And this is May.
In the Philippines, baby. And I wish to thank the people that went out on the town last night for a nice starting point. We'll start there, thank you. And that will help us on our way from door to door, baby. No kisses. The best thing in the world is when you have a girl that doesn't like to be kissed. It's the best thing. It saves your lips a whole lot of agony and pain and suffering. It's a good thing. I specifically, when I was on the dating sites, I said no gakus, no haluk, and of course no. But they don't believe it. They don't believe. And the more you insist that there's no gakus and no haluk and no the more the girls come. If you think Big E has a harem, I got a bigger harem than Big E. I just don't publish it. Yeah, baby. That's all Bakakun. I'm lying. I'm Bakakun Co. That's right, baby. The only girl in the world for me is Daisy May. And the problem with Daisy May is, come on over here. Let's show them what the problem is. What? There's just one Daisy May. But October, November, and December is open. If you wanna. I'm just joking. There's just one Daisy May, the whole world, and she is one funny girl. Daisy and I sit around laughing. I think we laugh many times during the day, no? We laugh because we've been friends for so long. Some little insignificant thing will happen, and we'll both just start laughing about it because it brings back the memories of long ago. Long ago. We're going back now, what? 6 years, yeah? 6 years of memories. And the problem is there's only one Daisy May. That's the problem. If there was two, I could market that. I could market. If there were triplets and you couldn't tell the difference, I could make a fortune. I could have Daisy May visit you and you and you and you and you, but right now there's just one Daisy May. And I got to talk to God about that. I want to see if we can make some more Daisy Mays. I'm going to call up God and ask God if he could get us into the cloning project and the cloning procedures that they do in the United States. They've been cloning things for a long time. They clone goats, they clone sheep, I am sure they clone humans. I want to give the cloning facilities in America some of Daisy May's DNA. We'll give them a little bit of hair follicles, or we'll give them a little eyebrow follicles. We'll give them a little lawai, a little bit of Arctic. What is that?
What? Tole?
Atale. A little bit of atale. We're going to give them DNA from the atale. It rhymes. DNA from the atale, DNA from the lawai, which is saliva. Atale is earwax. And we'll let the cloning facilities in America try to make another Daisy May. For you guys, because there's only one Daisy May, and she happens to be with me at the moment. But nothing, remember, nothing lasts forever. Remember that I said that. Nothing lasts forever. Because Master used to say when we came into the room, things appear and things disappear. That's the truth. That is the truth. Life is like an illusion or an image miraculously projected. That's true. It's true. You can't tell the difference a few hours from now what happened a few hours before, unless, of course, there's residue memories. And there will be residue memories after I start reconnoitering the Philippines, because the drone will be flying over the islands of the Philippines, and I will be sharing the memories of what the Philippines looked like in the year 2022. Big year 2022. It's a big year in a lot of different ways. And on or before March 11th, I believe we'll be in the Cebu area so that we can go to a discotheque with the Big E. What's the date for that, honey?
No.
What was the date? Saturday. What's the date?
13?
11th is Thursday. We could be in Cebu on the 11th, prepping the drone in the port area. On the 12th, I would probably be going down to the S&M Mall, and I have a case. I could bring it up to the top of the mall on there, and then at night spend, that would be Friday. Saturday, on the 13th, I could be with Big E in a discotheque in Cebu. That is a long-term plan, because long-term and short-term are different things, like old business and new business. Old business is about to end. New business is about to begin. And you guys, when you see what new business is, you'll, wow, that is new business. Like Gomez Adams said, old business is old business. First we'll finish up the old business and we'll start the new business. Let me read the comments. All right, Lewis, thank you again. You have the scissors, honey? Are you done? May I, please? She's such a sweetheart. You have no idea. You have no idea what a great girl Daisy is. I'm going to miss her. I'm being permy, Daisy May. I'm going to miss her so very much. Thank you. Thank you, Lewis. Pagan Pons. Salama. Lewis, I want to run something by you. The other day, we talked on the phone. See, that's the difference between me and my subscribers. Now, I've talked to the Truth Lady. I called her twice this week. She missed the phone. I've talked to Lewis. I talked to the Bantallion Brawler. I talked to Scott. I've communicated with Dennis. Spoke with Chris. Spoke with Dave, Captain Dave, about 2 weeks ago, and his wife Agnes. Spoke with Red Horse Adventure about 5-6 weeks ago. That's the difference. I actually talk to the people that are on my channel. And for all the money in the world, you couldn't get me to release the trolls. I was asked by the Big E. Now, the Big E has some good ideas, but last week the Big E had a terrible idea. Absolutely worthless, destructive idea. I don't know if he did it because he wants to be the Jerry Springer of YouTube. I'm not sure. Or he did it to bolster my views. Either way, it was a bad idea. And Big E's idea was for me to go to my block page, where I think I have, well, it was 376 plus the 300 that I looked at. And then it tells you there are 376 more, which makes it 676 block people. But there was probably 1,300 last year. Now, YouTube, when you don't use your channel, they remove your channel after a certain period of time. But I had 1,300 people blocked. I think I deserve a lot of credit for blocking as many as 1,300 people. Could be a record. But Big E had this, I wouldn't call it a brainstorm. I think he had a brain, I don't know, typhoon. Something wrong. There was something wasn't jiving. For me to release all the trolls, and then somehow they would come to my channel and make my channel more views. I don't care about the views. I don't care about the views. I really don't care about the views. I don't understand. But had I didn't, let's just go through this by the numbers. Can I have cold water, honey? Had I released the drones, or the trolls that drone my channel, had I released them, and to that idiot Salty Dog, when I said the words backwards in that statement last week, I did that on purpose. But anyway, so if I released, let's say I released 676 trolls, I would spend my entire day, every moment on my channel, reading negative comments from the trolls and then blocking them again. That would be bad enough, but I guarantee you, I spoke with Louis Pagan Ponce, I spoke with the Del Fuego, I spoke with Chris, and I spoke with Voila Problema. I said if I released the trolls, that would destroy my channel. They all, in agreement, without any nurturing or any, they all agreed that would be the wrong thing to do. So why would 5 of my close friends and myself, 6, agree that that would be a terrible thing for my channel? And then why would Big E suggest it? I don't know. He wants to be Jerry Springer. I don't want a Jerry Springer show. I want the Michael Fazio show. I want the Alpha Male show. I decide what's program is on my channel. That's why it's my channel. If the trolls wish to troll me, they can make videos about my channel. And I tell you what, the trolls that do troll my channel, have I ever filed a copyright complaint against anybody on YouTube? Ever. Never. Never have I ever filed a copyright complaint. I don't do that. I don't care if you use my material. So, if you want to troll me, set up a channel and use my material. If you don't believe me, set up a channel, tell me what material that you're going to use, and I'll give you permission to use the material. I don't care. I'm okay with you using my material. I give you permission to use my videos. I, Michael Fazio, give the trolls or anybody else permission to use my material. I will never file a copyright strike on anybody, because I don't care. If I said it, if it happened, if it was something that occurred on my channel, that's life. That's life. Just move on to the next day and the day after that, and get out of your domicile and live your life. You have people on YouTube that believe that blogging from their dining room table is blogging the Philippines. What type of insanity is that? To believe that sitting at a kitchen table with your thumb over your camera talking about 6 or 7 YouTubers that may or may not have been in the Philippines in the last 30 years is blogging the Philippines? No. What I do on the beach showing you the bunker boats, what I do with the drone coming up, what I do with talking to the construction site men, what I do with people that are building stuff all over the city of Tagbilaran, what I do in the tax office. You see, you got people still to this day that can't get it through their head that I have a tax ID number, because those are the people that believe that sitting in a living room or dining room or their bedroom with their finger over the screen is blogging. My tax office video is 1,000 times a better blog than somebody sitting on a bed showing you their dirty socks and talking about 5 or 6 other people in negative ways. That's not blogging. And these people still don't get it. They just don't get it. Their life is passing them by. The clock is ticking. And believe me when I say the clock is ticking. And they don't get it. And they believe they're bloggers. They're not bloggers. They're not nothing. They're haters. They're whatever they are. They're not blogging the Philippines. They're blogging. And then you have people that don't own a screwdriver that have to hire somebody to put a kitchen table together and say that they have skill sets. This is the same mindset that they believe they're blogging the Philippines from a dining room table. In fact, the dining room table that they didn't have a screwdriver to put together is the table they now sit at with their finger over the camera, blogging the Philippines from their dining room table with their finger over the camera. Thank God, thank the gods, I'm not like that. Thank the gods, because I can look back and say, I had a good run. And it's not over yet, baby. We still have a new project, reconnoitering and blogging the Philippines, droning the Philippines. Droning the Philippines. I'm waiting for my phone. It could be here any minute. Let me put the camera, the glasses on. Hey, Flat Earth Society. Thank you for stopping by. Louis Pagan says, take my money, Fazio. You have to paint a mean face on the drone before it goes out. So I got, soon as, where's that magic marker? Honey Daisy? Okay, here it is, right? I'm going to put the magic marker in with my books right now. Send me, and you know what? I'll stick it right here. Send me, as soon as I get that phone, a mean face. I don't know how to, I'm not much of an artist. They have a decal that you can put a mean face decal on the drone. Flat Earth Society says, hello, Michael. Good morning, sir. Thank you, Flat Earth. I was watching a show, Flat Earth, on these people that believe the earth is round. I just can't fathom it. 1,000 miles across the ocean, 2,000 miles across the ocean. On a calm day with no wind, the ocean is perfectly flat. How is it that there's no curvature on 2,000 miles of ocean? How is that possible? How is it that airplanes don't have to constantly push the stick forward to dip down to follow the curvature of the earth when gyroscopes are set in motion at a plane, which means parallel to the earth's surface at that point on the earth's surface, and that gyroscope is never going to deviate from straight ahead. It's not going to dip down because the earth curves. It's not. Gyroscopes don't take into consideration the curvature of the earth unless it's programmed to take into consideration over a mountain or something like that. I guess they could program it to do anything. But when you spin up gyroscopes, they go straight. Now, if you were in a plane and the gyroscopes were set at a plane surface, attitude, it's called attitude, and you flying at 600 miles an hour, in a few hours you would fly right off into space. But that doesn't happen. And it doesn't happen because the earth is flat. Nobody gets this. If the earth was curved and you set the gyroscopes on a plane, which a horizontal plane, it would fly off into space unless you were in the plane and you felt the pilot push down on the stick, every 6 seconds, 5 seconds? The plane would have to be constantly dipping down. That's just one small proof that the earth is flat. 2,000 miles of flat ocean. The Navy shot a laser beam 93 miles at it was like 12 feet off the levels of the water, like 12 feet higher than the water table, and it went 93 miles. The ship that they hit with the laser beam, it was just a laser, it wasn't destructive, should have been miles under the curvature of the earth. And the reason that people say is because somehow light bent and it followed the curvature of the water. No, that doesn't happen. Light does not curve unless there's a really, like the sun would curve light a degree or two from Pluto, maybe. But, so the light didn't bend miles around the earth. And then some people say, well, if it was a certain amount of miles away and you shot the laser beam from 160 feet high, it would go 5 miles or 10 miles. Yeah, but it's not being shot at 160 feet high. It's being shot just above the level of the water. So Flat Earth, he's onto something, Flat Earth. Been lied to. Ladies and gentlemen, the Earth, I still believe the Earth is flat till somebody proves otherwise. Bang a pot, make a lot. That's right. Daisy, Flat Earth Society says hello. Hello back at you, Flat Earth Society. Bang a pot, make a lot. Bang a pot, kiss a lot. No kissing. No kissing. Daisy and I have an agreement. No kissing. Minimum amount of hugs for the first 2 or 3 weeks. We want to get to know each other again. After that, if she asks me nice, I'll give a little peck on the cheek. But for now, no kissing, no hugs. We want to get to know each other. At night, we sleep with cardboard, a big giant piece of cardboard from between Daisy's on one side and I'm on the other side, so we don't bump into each other. That's the truth. No bakakwin. Can the girl paint? Sometimes they are more of an artist. I never asked Daisy if she could do that. We don't really have. I could, with the face, there's a decal. Honey, you know what I'm going to do? Here, wait, hold on a minute. Let me get the book. I'll make a note. Boxing, that's not it. Okay, hold on. I'll write it down. Alvin's Alt and Flying Circus and also Louis Pagan-Pons. Do you know that there is that I know of, I've never seen an arts and crafts store in Bohol? Never have I ever seen an arts and crafts store. But I'm going to look for decals. Face. Decal face. I'll look in the, what's the name of the store where they sell art, school supplies. I'll look for a decal of a mean face, and then I have to go for the phone to computer. I have to buy a new wire for the phone to the computer, so I do have to go to the mall and need meat. And that's it. We got water. Okay, so yeah, I'll no, I don't know whether she can sew. She's sewing now. She's got her sewing basket out. She loves to sew stuff. Honey, can you paint? Are you much of an artist?
No.
Huh?
No.
No? Daisy, would you get my bag, please? My day bag? I have a day bag, and I want to show. Can you fix this, please? This there. Did you fix it already?
No.
It's ripped, right? Somewhere over here it's ripped, right here. Can you just sew that? Put a piece of material on there rather than bring. What? Buy what? A new bag? I've looked for a new bag many times. Cannot find a new bag. It's a baby bag. It's a bag. It's an old bag. It's like 6 years old. The new baby bags are either twice as big or half the size. But no, Daisy can't. She doesn't know how to paint, to answer your question. So, with that, my phone didn't come. That is, let's go back down to the bottom. Bang a pot, make a lot. All right, I'll bang a pot. Oh, Daisy, we got to write down to get you a new phone case, right?
Oh,
Well, you're gonna come to the city with me, huh? Okay, Gary, thank you. I just got a message from a friend of mine. Flat Earth Society says Daisy Mayan Buntag.
tapos. No?
Mayan Buntag Pod flying Flat Earth Society. All right, so now I want to go to see the picture that somebody sent me on Facebook, but I'm not going to show you his Facebook page. Okay, I'll just see if I could see the picture itself. It's not opening up. Let's open up Messenger. And we have a mail. Where's my phone? Okay. Oh, Captain Fazio. Ah, that's the picture that you said. Yeah. Somebody said I looked a lot like my dad. Actually, in that picture, I do look a lot like my dad. That's true. Wow. I didn't even realize the resemblance, but in that picture, I do. Thank you. Let's see. All right, turn it around. Wow. And my dad, I have a picture of my dad sitting at the kitchen table when he was about my age. Yeah, that does look a little bit like my dad. No doubt about it. Wow, thanks. Wow, that is a trip. I look like my dad. My dad was a handsome dude, man. My dad was, he had green eyes, and he was a handsome guy, and he was a pretty cool guy. My dad could play cards. It was one of his favorite things. He didn't, I don't think I ever played pool with my dad, but he could play cards. He was a good card player, and he was a good swimmer. He was a good diver, too. We had a bridge across the street from our house. He could do a backflip off the bridge from about 24 feet high, or a front flip, or dive. But when I was a young boy, child, like when I was 5 years old, there was a 40-foot tower on a bridge that went between Howard Beach and Hamilton Beach. And since my dad was a little child, since he was like born, that bridge was down the block from where he was born. He would, as a young adult, as a child, they jumped off the bridge, and then as a young adult, they would climb up to the top of the tower. It was totally legal, totally okay to climb up to the top of the tower and jump off, because the water was plenty deep enough. And back then, they didn't have all these rules about, where you could go. So my dad would jump off a 40-foot tower and flat foot, not dive. And then when I was like 5 or 6 years old, I remember he still was doing that when he was in his 30s. So he was, and he was also a paratrooper. So he was a man's man, my dad. He was pretty cool. So he could dive, but I don't think he didn't do any flips off the tower, but he did jump off the tower. But he would do flips off the bridge, front, back. And he even would put me on his shoulders when I was a baby and do a flip off the bridge, front or back. And then he would put me on his shoulders and take me water skiing when I was 5 years old. And then put me on the skis, with my feet on the skis, while we were being towed behind a boat at about 30 miles an hour. And then when I was 5, he also bought me a pair of skis, and I was 5 years old when I learned how to water ski. Never got real good at it. Never could slalom very well. I mean, I was not a great water skier, but I could slalom. I always had trouble getting up on one ski. Dropping one ski was easy. getting up on one ski was not my forte, but I could slalom for a long time, but not like some of my friends. Oh God, we would go skiing. They would slalom behind the boat, one ski, 15 minutes, one ski, jumping over waves and whipping around and stuff like that. I could never do that. A couple of minutes and my legs got tired. They were really good skiers. Eddie, Bobby, James Newton, Bobby Newton, Eddie Schweikert, they were, and Big Joe. They were probably the best slalom skiers. We would go skiing every weekend, every day in the summertime. But I was not a good water skier. I just wasn't something I was good at. Those guys were good. But we did have fun. But anyway, my dad would jump off the bridge with me on his shoulders and do a front flip or a back flip. I remember that. My dad did a lot of stuff that I remembered. He taught me about crabs. He taught me that when we went crabbing, we always went out crabbing. Every week from July till November, we went crabbing. And one day, I don't know how old I was, not old, 5, 6 years old. My dad took me out on a boat, we had a little Crosby, 14-foot Crosby with a 20 Merc on it. And he took me to Tombstone Beach. And he taught me that little crabs don't bite. That's what he said. I remember, word for word. The little crabs don't bite hard. And we were walking around, and there was some seaweed between Tombstone Beach, the trestle, and the North Channel Bridge. And there was piles of seaweed, half a square mile of seaweed. And under the seaweed, there was a little blue claw crab. Had a shell maybe 3.5, 4 inches wide. It was a little crab. It wasn't a big crab. And he picked it up by the back, and it was alive. And he said, "Here, son," he used to call me son. "Here, son, let the crab bite you." And I'm going, "No, Daddy, no, son, the little crabs don't hurt." And he let that crab bite my finger. I remember the crab bit my little pinky and went right straight from the meat right straight into the bone. Had the top part of the claw was on the nail, and the bottom part of the claw was very pointed. It was a little crab, very sharp, and it went straight into the bone. And I got this thing. Tears are coming out of my eyes because he's holding the crab, and I'm going like that, screaming, and the crab wouldn't let go. Finally, I shook it loose. He was laughing so hard. He was laughing. He just thought that was funny as all get out. That was the kind of guy my dad was. He would teach you a lesson by, "Oh, the little crabs. Did the little crab hurt?" "Yeah, Daddy, the little crab hurt." "Don't let the crab bite you." And that was, I'll never forget. I could see his face. I could see we were standing next to the trestle. I could see the crab on my finger. I could see the crab going into my finger. I could see the claw in my finger. Right now, I can see that. So, my dad had quite the sense of humor. Thanks for the picture. Voila, problema, salamat. Let's go back to I don't even know where we are. Hold on a second. YouTube, that's not it. That's not it. I don't think this is, I got to find the page I was on. And then I'm going to end the live stream. Okay, it's this one here. Sky King 1 is in Alpha on its way to Cebu. My father was a guapo man. He was. I have this drive here. I told you guys I had pictures of my old videos, and I have some pictures in here. This is a video drive from the barge from 1988. Now, there might be some pictures from 1988 on this one, but this drive needs a separate power supply. Otherwise, I was going to show you guys some pictures. So I have to go out to the container and find the right power pack for this drive. It's got 1 hour videos from 1988, 1989 on it. And I have that, so. Scott Del Fuego. Hey, Scott. Today's good. Daisy and I had, we had a great breakfast, Daisy. Oh, God, Daisy. We had a breakfast, what I would consider a fantastic, no frozen meat, no store-bought pre-mixed batter or mix or anything like that. We had fresh, I tell you, fresh chicken liver with farm fresh eggs. And that's completely different than processed eggs. These eggs were from a local farm. Fresh onions. Daisy diced up some purple onion and 1 whole bulb of garlic, 1 whole onion. And first we fried up the onion and the garlic in coconut oil, which is the best oil, I think. And then we fried that up. We got that brown. And then I chopped up about a half a kilo of chicken liver, fresh chicken livers. No processed meat, no processed food, no processed pan. No, we don't eat processed anything at all. Nothing do we eat that's processed. We don't even eat processed. The only thing that's processed that we have, but we haven't had any of it, is I know Daisy likes Milo. And Milo is a processed sugary sweetener for coffee, but we haven't had any of that yet. But we don't eat processed foods at all. We don't eat anything out of a can except fresh sardines that are canned locally without preservatives pretty much in them. But they do have a small amount. But none of that stuff that's processed like Campbell's soup, we don't eat that garbage. That's garbage. Frozen broccoli, frozen cauliflower, frozen berries, frozen vegetables. What's the point? We don't eat any. We eat fresh. So we had fresh chicken liver with fresh onions, fresh garlic, and fresh farm eggs. No bread, no juice. Daisy doesn't drink orange juice. I don't drink orange juice. I have juice when I go to the buffet at the Bellevue. I have 2 glasses of juice, but after that, no. No soda. Digressing back, let's go back to Scott's comments. My father was a perfect shot with awards. So Flying Circus. Now, I know who Flying Circus is to a large degree. I know who a lot of people are. They've shared their personal life and some even personal photos with me, which I would never show anybody. But I know where Flying Circus lives, and I know how he lives. And I would believe that Flying Circus's father was a perfect shot, and with awards. I would believe that because of where they grew up. And that's some of the benefits of being able to keep a secret. There's people on here that can't keep a secret. There's one guy, he just blew his wad last night at about 7 o'clock on that secret. So, Flying Circus, thank you. My father, he shared a little bit about his dad, Flat Earth. Does Daisy May use magic syrup? Daisy? We have it in the house. She don't use it when with anything that I eat. I don't. Daisy, have you used any magic syrup since you're back? No. She said no. We have it in the house though. I have We have it though, right? We have that white powder, yeah?
It's different.
Magic syrup. What is that? Monosodium glutamate. We have that We have monosodium glutamate. But have you used any magic syrup since you've been back?
No, I did not.
Somebody asked the question. That's all.
Magic
I don't care
syrup.
if you use it. It just doesn't bother me. I don't want it.
That's
No.
normal here in the Philippines. The way they cook.
I think he knows that.
Yeah. What do you call the
Monosodium glutamate.
makahilo?
Macahilo, yeah. Poison. For me, it's poison. I wouldn't eat that stuff. And I can only have just a little bit of it. Show me one of those cans of fish that you had last night. The tuna fish. I'll tell you what was in it if there was any macahilo in there. Some of the stuff in the Philippines does not have monosodium glutamate in it.
This one?
Yeah,
It's only sardines.
sardines. Sardines and tomato sauce. Ingredients: tomato sauce, iodized salt, vegetable oil, and spices. So I kind of look at this stuff before I take it off the shelf. So I don't see MSG or artificial flavor enhancers in this product. So I'll buy this. But if it says artificial flavors in it, I will not buy it. So Daisy did have a can of this, but no, we don't eat that stuff. That's a good question though. Scott, I see the most adorable and guapa Miss Daisy May in the background. In the words of Mick Jagger, she's such a pretty, pretty, pretty girl, LOL. That's a proper scam. Oh, God, yeah. I'm getting ready to pull the scam of a lifetime. I'm going Thursday afternoon. I'm going to Cebu, to Argo, the Argo area, and I'm going to work my way up the coastline of Cebu. And I'm getting ready to tell people, you want me to go further up the coast? I need some donations. The further up the coast I go of Cebu, the further north I go in Cebu, the more donations I'm going to need to compensate for my travel expenses and the cost of the drone. Don't forget, I only got $876 of the $2,400 I outlaid for the drone and the phone. You guys owe me $1,600. I expect that to be paid in full by the end of the year. For the drone footage that you guys are about to receive from Panglao, Argo, the whale sharks, the beaches in Cebu, northern Cebu has some beautiful white sand beaches. Maybe we'll even go to Boracay. But we are going to drone the Philippines, baby. I expect those donations to come flying in like a drone. Fly me to the moon. Fly me up to the top part of Cebu. They have some beautiful white sand beaches in northern Cebu. That's right, they do. They do have beaches in Cebu. But anyway, moving back, I'll go back to the comments one more time, then I gotta go. I got something that I want to do outside. I'm working on a little project out there. Got to get a lot of stuff done. There's a lot of good tuna in the Philippines. There is. If Fazio doesn't get paid back, there's going to be a problem. As of Friday, the debt is carrying 2 points juice on the debt. You guys owe me $1,600. I got $2,450 outlaid. I got $876 in. No. I got $886 of $2,450 with the $10 super chat from Louis Paganpons. Well, actually, I got 876 plus 6. I got $882 in super chat. $882 in super chat. Thank you very nicely. Honey? Daisy? Can you come and say goodbye? Are you busy out there? You busy? Okay. Daisy said goodbye. So, that's it. We're done. Thanks for stopping by. And Louis, thank you. Salamat. I'll give you a free pot banger. You guys have been very good. $882. The least I could do is give you a free bang. Talking about free bangs. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Salamat. Here we come. You screwed up last night. You showed us many things last night. You screwed up. You made a mistake. You showed us the place. The place. A good place to start. To look for your heart. La 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 la. We'll be there Thursday or maybe Friday. We wish to say hello. Please don't go anywhere. It will ruin the show. We wish to say hello. Salamat. Thank you very much for that great starting point. A good place to start. It's always a good place to start with a great meal under your belt. Nice full stomach, clear head, cup of coffee, and here we go, baby. On with the show, as they say in the Pink Floyd world. Let's get on with the show. I'm Big Permy from the Philippines, baby. Thank you so much for that information. Salamat. That was just amazing. That was just amazing. Some people just can't keep a secret. That's true. Very true. True. I said true. It's true. Some people can't keep a secret.